Hey, it's me, Samara Angelo on Clubhouse Friday, the show where we recap Bad Kidz Club. And tonight we're on the Duets episode. And tonight's guest star is not only is she my daughter, but she is the sensuality of this season. Anastascia Olympia D'Angelo Short.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous with my dranked up red wine.
That is the mood. Are you ready to recap?
Yes.
So, what did you think of? Let's start off the first thing? What did you think of French's communion story when we saw
I,
the episode?
I thought it was out of this world. I thought it was beautiful. And it was so funny, like how she described like the Catholic and Christian church using Rice Krispie treats as communion is not only out of this world and out of control, but it's just ludicrous and how people use Rice Krispie treats as communion. And also about, and then at the same time, there's girls having party, and then there's twerking bitches doing a twerkulator.
With that, what are you thinking about this season thus far?
I think it's gonna be epic. It's awesome already.
So we make it to, as we said before, the duets episode as we see the first person go home. Last week, we saw in drag king from Belgium, Elliot Covet, sad face, sashay away. But in good news, Glum was last week's winner.
Yay! He was. I'm proud of my brother. Like he's come a long way. Like he did a lot. Like, I mean, like Liv was the best in his challenge, but Glum's runway, perfecto.
So as we get to know these artists more, you know more on the basis. But which artists, if you had to pick your top two friends, who are your top two people that you feel closer to with the season?
Okay, it's hard because I know them on the same level. I'm gonna have to choose my brother, of course, and Liv.
Good choices. So, what are as we see Elliot's goodbye video, how did you feel to see them say goodbye?
I feel sad because like I see their potential, and also like I feel like honestly like I just feel bound to see them go because like he deserved to be like part of this conversation, and to see them go like was sad, but things happen for a reason, and yeah.
So this week's challenge was duets. The artists had to partner up and lip sync to different songs as we got all dolled up for the music of the duets. So Anya, what's your favorite duet of all time?
Chapstick. Because I thought it should have been at the top. I thought it was talented, brilliant. I thought
No,
Liv and I.
not with this season. We're talking about music in general.
Okay. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Anya? And who are these two artists' daughter? But I had to choose Wolfpack with Banks and Tala. They are the shit. Look them up. Okay.
Okay. Okay, going on.
Banks, look up Banks and Tala Wolfpack on all streaming devices, even on YouTube and Google.
So, do you think with that, do you think that if we partnered up and did a duet, we could have won the challenge, daughter?
Yes, we could have.
What I feel like. So the next question is, what duet song do you think we should like if we were doing it? What would you have chosen for the two of us?
Popular because you are the princess. You're the wicked bitch of the Wicked musical, while I'm the prettier, popular one.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Throwing some shade.
It's
Throwing
true.
shade.
It's true.
I mean, it is true because I go more the gothic and you go more the glam. So it's the dark side meets the light.
Mm-hmm.
So we do get to the main stage where the artists perform their duets. How do you think they did? We're gonna go like from different teams. So how did you feel about Karma and Glum?
It has a love story towards it. Like it has like a long distance relationship, waking up, getting ready for a Zoom date, and then after the Zoom date, getting ready to go to bed. It's like a Zoom date all day. Like it was so beautiful.
What about French and Lady Monet?
I mean, at first it showed at first like it's about love. Like when I heard them singing "What About Love," I thought it was like admiration. But then once I got into deep with the song, showing same-sex female love, I wasn't seeing same-sex female. I wasn't seeing it, but it was beautiful. Like I understand why Bruno cried.
It was like it did like was a sad song.
Yeah, I wanna. How is it a sad song when in the end these two women end up kissing one another?
You need to watch The Color Purple, daughter. You don't know what kind of shit they went through. Okay.
Oh yeah. One of them was raped by that dude. Bless you.
Let's not try to catch COVID over here. What about how are you feeling about you and your auntie Liv?
We were robbed, first off. Because first off,
Wow.
we were awesome. Secondly, we didn't deserve to be in the bottom. And three, me snatching Liv's wig and her spilling a drink on me, a beverage on me, deserved a top.
Do you think we're pulling your leg like like RuPaul's doing with Jan right now?
That's a good question.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, what was your favorite duet this week?
Chapstick.
Who was on the struggle bus for you?
Honestly, I have to say French. Because for this lip sync, What About Love, I see more emotion for Lady Monet than I see for French. I love French. I love their drag.
See, mine, I felt like my best team, like my very top team, you're gonna hate me, daughter, but it has to be Karma and Glum.
Understandable.
My lowest team, if I had to pick one, it would honestly be French and Lady Monet. So I do agree with you there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is runway time. And this week's category was Prince and Princess Runway. What did you think of this week's category?
It was beautiful. Like I love this runway. And honestly, I had this prom dress I was thinking about this prom dress the moment you announced the princesses. And I was thinking about doing the purple princess. And I didn't have the purple wig, but I had the pink wig. So it was beautiful.
Well, let's go through runways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One question I do want to bring up before we do go on to runway.
Yeah.
Was that wig snatching planned?
Yes, it was planned.
Because I don't remember watching it like when you had feedback with Mermaid Boy and it was just popped up and I was like, did they just plan it like last minute or something?
No, we just planned it. We've been playing on that. We've been rehearsing that. Otherwise, it would have been bad.
Understandable. Well, with that, let's get on to Runway.
Category is royalty, and first up on our list is the ever glamorous Anastascia Olympia. Maestro.
There once was this little girl named Violet. She was born in West Hollywood to two young dads. Well, unfortunately, that very fateful night, they died of a car accident when she was in 12. Shortly after, the adopted family took her in. That adopted family had toxic masculinity-filled family filled with a father and two sons around her age. After years of abuse, being used, cleaning, doing housework, and even just straight up bigotry such as misogyny and homophobia, she has had enough and wished to go to the prom. Somehow, the fairy godparent showed up and turned her into a bad bitch that day. Out of all the princesses and also princess, she happened to choose herself and lived happily ever after while her patriarchy toxic family excelled. As you can see, I am donned in violet gowns, violet makeup, as you can see. And this wig is pink, but let's just pretend it's violet right now, shall we?
Thank you, Anastasia.
Okay, first thoughts on yours. Mine, honestly, so the first initial thoughts that I thought of that day when you first came out on the runway, I thought you were gonna do something like Princess Anastascia and do it something like my mom's the princess of like hell and I'm the glam side or something like that. But once like I literally watched this episode, I like understood it more. I was like, is Anya pulling off Cinderella story in the modern day?
Yeah.
What did you think of your outfit and everything for your runway?
It was beautiful from head to toe. Like, although my wig was pink instead of purple, it was so beautiful from head to toe. The makeup was purple. There's glitter. There's gems on my face. There's just a beautiful purple gown flowing through my heels and to the floor. And my hair is just done well. Like, it was just beautiful. Like, it's a princess. Like, I'm giving Cinderella realness. Like, the Princess Charming is me.
Princess Anastascia going to the prom.
Yes.
For this one, let me just start off the voting by I say this one was a hot this week for me because like after like and viewers will start to notice this, Anya, like from this point forward, you are going to see your favorite looks of like Anya's. I'm telling you now.
Thank you. I had to agree. It's a hot for me, but it's not the last hot for me. Believe that.
Let's move on to our next person, who I think is Glum.
Anastasia, you know I love purple. Next up, something a little bit more deeper. Do you know what it feels like when doves cry? Maybe Glum does. Take it away.
My beloved, I return from my journeys with the finest of gifts to adorn you and shower you. Please take my flowers that I have found traveling across the land. I have also brought you many of the most exotic furs to adorn your body with. And possibly, the family jewels. If you just pardon me for a moment. There you go, baby. What? Oh, the other jewels. A little camera shy, but if you give me a moment. Let's just turn off this camera. Anyway, so I made this outfit myself. The damn thing is all hand sewn. I don't know exactly. It's got skeleton detailing at the chains. There's actually painting on the back, but I don't know what you can see. So look at my butt. Check out my butt. I painted it for you. All hand sewn because I don't believe in having a sewing machine on floor.
You know I know her well because she is.
You know what?
What
Glum
are you saying?
he's just so beautiful, handsome. He's having me Prince Charming with some modern twist.
I was honestly with like Lums. I was like, I would feel like this is set in the world of, I don't know why. Yours had to be like set in the world of The Selection, and then Glum's had to be more set like in the world of Disney per se.
Mm-hmm.
Glum's like, it's just like, I was just like, I get like Prince vibes from him completely, but the other thing that I never noticed until now, Glum talks about how he shows his ass, but I'm like, could I have seen that like ass so bad? Like honestly, I would have loved to see that.
He's the body boy of the season. Look
Okay.
at the half of D'Angelo being body bitches of the season.
Because y'all get my genetics.
T.
But I'm gonna start off by saying both D'Angelo's got a hot this week. So Glum is a hot for me.
Same here. Glum is a hot for me.
Let's move on to our next person of the evening.
And I quote, that bitch. Next up is Karma's the bitch.
When I think princesses, I think of my favorite homosexual children's game, Pretty Pretty Princess. So this is a bit of an homage to that with my cheap-ass costume jewelry. But I wanted to elevate it a little bit by going for a completely monochrome look. So I'm giving a little bit fairy princess, a little bit cotton candy, all pink, all fabulous, all unbridled femininity in a way that I have always loved to present.
Is that a prince?
Okay, I'm gonna have you start off with Karma before I say anything.
Karma is giving me princess. She's giving me Princess Glinda. Witch.
Honestly,
like, he's a good
I
witch.
say too, because I'm like, I feel like she's like Linda the Good Witch with like those kind of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
The Wizard of Oz world meets Karma. That's what's the kind of vibes I'm getting to, like for tonight's runway.
Mm-hmm.
And then honestly, like literally with the concept, I've never seen Karma in pink. So I'm glad that she differentiated from her like iconic colors and went from one that I've never seen with her before.
She went black twice, like with the Milky Way and the Naughty Naughties.
Yeah, naughty night. Oh, Karma, I can tell you, Karma has literally, I'm loving all these campy runways.
I know, right?
Karma, I'm gonna give a hot as well.
Same. The would have been in-law.
Let's move on to our next person.
But I love Karma, if you're watching this, I love you and you're awesome.
I hate to do this to you, but here comes the smolder. Obviously, I am the best and only Disney prince that matters. Flynn fucking Rider. I am wearing a... What am I wearing? God, I don't know. I am wearing a white button-up and a blue jacket, just like in the movie, and some brown boots. Again, just like in the movie. Face. And, I would stay in chat for a little bit, but, I got somewhere to be. So, let's go, Maximus.
Okay, Liv always gets me every fucking week that I see her.
Yes, agreed.
Liv, like, I was surprised. I was like, okay, bringing out Flynn Rider, but I think it's like Flynn Rider, but meets the modern world. Like, I saw Disney, but I saw more Flynn Rider meets like the world of like today. So if Flynn Rider jumped out of the Tangled movie, out of the TV, and came into the real world.
Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking about Liv?
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Flynn Rider, like, but in a modern twist. Like, he's like the sexy hunk with Rider. You'll get to see them later, like when they lip sync.
No, and the other thing what I was very surprised about with Liv, every time she does a guy look, she looks completely hot as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm gonna give this week a hot.
Same. It's giving me Prince already, so it's a hot.
Here to show us that not only does she have the look, but she owns everything is the Lady Motherfucking Monet.
Who needs a pretty pink princess? You can have a very dark, very pretty black princess. You know, me and my buddy Nightmare Cat are gonna have some fun trying to tear these pretty princesses and their whole world apart. You know, just making it. Who needs to wear? Who wears heels? We wear Converse in this bitch. Fuck yeah. Because, you know, out here in the real darkness, in the real world of princesses, there can only be one. So yeah, if you want to come for me, I got it.
She's giving me gothic vibes. She is sort of giving me princess, but it's not screaming princess to me. It's more so screaming wicked bitch instead. I'm sorry, grandmother, if you're watching this.
With hers, I see more demonic. Like, I honestly, this would work in a different category, but I don't think it worked with like this category tonight.
T.
And Lady Monet, don't get me wrong, because I actually love her. Like, she comes out with good runways, but I don't think this week did her justice.
T, I have to agree, sadly.
Well, let me start off the voting by saying I give it a not.
Agreed. I love you, Lady Monet. You're awesome. You're a lip sync assassin. And you're one of the best drag grandmothers ever. Although I have two grandmothers and two actual grandmothers, and they're awesome as well. I really love you guys. But Lady Monet, I have to give you a not, because yeah.
Maybe just wanting a little bit of your extra time or your French comfort.
Oh, motherfucker! Ugh. Not again.
myself. I'm a party princess. I like to party. You wanna see what I'm wearing? You wanna see my pretty outfit? You wanna see my little bag? I got all my fucking credit cards and shit that my daddy pays for. Fuck yeah. Look at my boobs. In here? Yep. The people that I call friends did this bullshit. Yep. I don't think they're my friends anymore.
To be honest, I feel bad for French, like not having friends like that, not having friends who have her back at this point, because like her friends did shit to her, and honestly, like I'm glad she had fun, but it's giving me party girl rather than
honestly, like with this runway, I honestly see more like rich girl / party more than I see actual princess from it.
yeah. Like when I see princess, I see either gowns or very like when I see prince, I see suits or very or hunkiness or very like, but honestly, it's not giving me princess at all. It's giving me party girl who just lost her friends and shit.
Well, let me start off the voting by I say it's a not.
French, I love you. You're an awesome person. And I admire your runways as usual, but this week is not the week. I would sadly give you a not.
So on the lighter note, Anya, I do have one question for you.
What is it?
As we start seeing, there's a certain dragment brewing in the workroom. Or what we say, the clubhouse. So I ask you one question. How's your new babe Bruno?
He's doing well. He's working out. And he is slowly yet surely getting swole, but getting toned at the same time.
What was it? What's it like to have a romance with a naughty boy?
Unusual. He's I mean, like we have fights, like the duet. Like I screamed at Bruno because he wouldn't stop making puns about my auntie Liv. But other than that, he's a sweetie. He's funny, and he's so beautiful. He's so awesome.
Yes, and the fans can definitely agree. We do love ourselves Bruno, and let's see what the fans take note of this. What they call Anya and Bruno's ship name. Let's see what they come up with.
Oh my god, I love this ship name. It would have been nice if I were to be shipped with other queen, but it's not going to be right for the other queens, because like what if they don't like it? So because like some queens don't favor like fan fictions and shit, because like it's dehumanizing as shit, because like although you tend to like, it's okay to ship characters, but it's not right to ship like actual people.
What would you feel like if someone actually, like, since they're doing it now, what would you feel like if people like actually wrote a fiction about you and Bruno?
Oh my god. I don't know how I would feel.
Well, that's valid.
If
it does happen, we'll see when that day comes.
if it happens, if it's with another woman, then it would be fine. But I'm sorry.
It's fine. Make the fans believe in the drag mans.
Okay.
Okay, so with that in mind, we came up to what was your favorite look of the evening and what was your worst favorite look? Mine for my very top one. If I had to honestly pick one, it would honestly be between. I don't. Okay, my top one I feel like would be the D'Angelos. My children all the way. My bottom one, sadly, Lady Monet. I'm sorry. I love you, but like compared to them and compared to you, as we said before, yeah. Anya.
Mine, of course, as my top. I know I'm cocky as shit. I can be cocky as shit at times, but it's okay. But the bottom, Lady Monet, as much as you're as awesome as you are as a drag grandmother, and as much as you are both as shit, I have to give you the worst of the week. Please don't sue me. Please don't sue me.
Not please don't sue me. I'm dying. Okay, so after judges' critiques, we find out the top two winners of this episode are Glum and Karma. Do you agree?
Sort of.
Explain sorta.
Because Liv and I were robbed.
Okay. Sweetie, daughter. It was based on scores. Okay. It was not, I did not try to rob you. It was based on scores.
But they did deserve their win. So yeah.
Okay, if I had to rate it, let me say it like this. Glum and Karma, as you know, will be my top. You guys will be safe, and then it will be French near the bottom.
Yeah. That would have been fair. Like, honestly, Glum and Karma, they did a good job. Like, they do deserve to be in the top. And honestly, like the critiques and shit, like how we're judged by teams, that wasn't right. Like it should have been Lady Monet and French lip syncing together with Liv. You're gonna be upset with me and tell and ground me on behalf of my mommy, but it would have been us two being safe. Because at least we did a good job.
Yeah. So the bottom two of the week do happen to be Lady Monet, and sadly, for another day, Anya. How you feeling about being the bottom once again?
Annoyed, upset. I got used to it.
Hey, like I told you, you could be our Vanjie of the season.
Yeah.
So don't give up hope, and fans don't give up hope on Anya. Surprises are in store.
T.
So we do find out we got a twist and turn this week, as well as the bottom two of the week get help from their partners. What did you think of the twist and turn that I pulled out of the hat?
I was sort of relieved because I wasn't that ready for the lip sync, honestly. Like I was learning the words a lot, but I was so nervous. So I had Liv lip syncing. Liv turned it out, and Lady Monet won eventually, but Liv did a good job.
I definitely like agree with like the lip sync. Lady Monet actually does happen to win. And I'm glad she won because compared to, they both turned it out. But I just felt like Lady Monet showed off what the song was really about more.
T. But Liv was serving non-binary realness.
That's the thing too. And that's why I honestly, fans don't kill me for this, but as a host, I hate picking winners for like lip syncs because it's hard as hell with all of these fantastic drag artists of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like as you guys probably have seen or you guys will see, when you put Anya and Lady Monet in the same room and do a lip sync, that's the only thing I could say.
Yeah. that would have been shocker. No, if you put Karma and Lady Monet together. That's much better.
We have to do it one day, even if it has to be when you guys go, even if it has to be when you guys do your like festival coming up soon.
Wait, festival's on late September, right?
Yes, they could like honestly, like Lady Monet and Karma could honestly do physical by Dua Lipa because you know lip sync.
If it's on a weekday, then I don't know if I could do it, but weekend, I'm down for a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the show. So Lady Monet actually ends up winning, and just one more question.
What?
One more question after that. Who, if you had to pick someone from this season, and I know you're a contestant, so you can say yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
But who, if you had to pick your top two, who would they be and why?
I would have to choose Glum and Karma because they were killing it thus far. They've been killing it back to back to back. Like whether it's like lip syncing, whether it's winning a challenge, whether it's winning the runway and shit. They're like goals and shit.
And I definitely like agree with you because I honestly want a relationship to go for like the top two. Like Glum has like so much that he can peel off. He has so many skills that he has for all of these concepts and for all of these like challenges too. And then Karma with hers, like I'm just like, I never know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just love the campiness of Karma, and then like we see like Glum's like cosplay brung into drag, and it's just like wow.
Yeah, I have to agree. Glum's sexiness of the dude and Karma's campiness and quirkiness of a woman, they'll go together. And you're right, Karma is a Gigi good of this season.
I told you.
But Gigi shows off more body than Karma.
Karma shows off body, okay?
No, she does not.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi poses topless. Gigi posts in a lingerie. Gigi has been naked. Karma, the only time she shows off her body was in the naughty 90s.
If you say so.
And Jada, on the other hand, if you try to compare me with Jada, face, yes. But drag aesthetics, sort of. Except Jada does show off body, but she doesn't show off as much body as I do. Like she hasn't post nude. She did post in a lingerie with no padding and shit and no tights.
Well, with that.
But Jada is the body too.
Well, now, thanks for joining us on another Bad Kidz Club Clubhouse Friday. Anya, I
Yes.
absolutely love having you as my daughter. You are mommy's best friend.
Aw,
And
mommy,
I
thank
enjoy every
you.
moment I get to share with you.
Oh, mommy, that means a lot. I feel the same way.
Thank you. But as with that, fans, make sure you tune in for the rest of this season
As they should.
because there is a lot of surprises in store. But join us next time as as judges call it, deliberate on the next episode of the season. Bye bye for now.
Bye.